Yo. I can't walk.
Ain't nobody talking when I'm talking, fellas, so shut the fuck up.
I posted a video last week about a white guy who blamed a black guy for black problems in America because he played loud music in traffic. For those of you who didn't see the footage, I'll play it again.
You black people are the racists. Y'all do things and you wonder why you're disrespected.
Are you serious?
You're playing your music that loud and I can feel it in my car. And I couldn't even talk to myself.
So you say black people are racist?
Oh, more than white people, no doubt. And y'all are babies. We've had the Vietnamese have been here for 50 years, and they're all educated with good jobs. They don't have all the problems y'all have. That's the difference.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, y'all are problems in this country. There's all this shit with y'all burning places and rioting and then stealing other people's property. You see any white people doing that?
Are you serious?
You see any Vietnamese doing that?
I promise. I think I'm dreaming right now. Are you seriously having this conversation?
This is the United States of America, and we're getting tired of this shit.
So what are you trying to say, man?
What I'm trying to say is you're
A lot of people who watched this agreed with what the white guy said and found
Absolutely nothing
wrong with him projecting his views on race on random niggas over loud music and traffic. I still beg to differ and maintain my original argument that
there's a time and a place.
Because in my eyes, sharing your views on race with random niggas over loud music and traffic is,
for lack of a better word, dumb.
I'm not stuck in traffic at the moment, so I have no problems with sharing my opinion on the current nigga epidemic our country's suffering from right now.
I'm listening.
Plain and simple, the only way black Americans can move forward as a people is if the government steps in and do what Charleston White said they should do in this interview he had with YouTuber Say Cheese about the new crime rate in San Salvador.
In 2018, El Salvador had over 3,000 murders. Ever since they locked up majority of the gang members over there, the murder rate dropped nearly 70%.
If they do it in America, they do the same thing. Homie, as harsh as this sound, man, we need another mass incarceration. Homie, we need another 1994 omnibus crime bill. Like they came and they started getting niggas minimum sentencing guidelines, mandatory minimum. Homie, we need this strictly for violent crimes and gangs.
But wait, there's more.
Because Charleston White already thought of what to do about the remaining gangsters who had managed to avoid mass incarceration.
Gangs should have no rights amongst citizens if they are identified as a gang member, a gang associate, a gang affiliate. They should lose not their right to a due process, but homie, they should lose the right to carry guns and to be treated fairly like they would do somebody like us, homie.
See, what made it so controversial over there was that they were locking up anybody with tattoos. Even if you aren't affiliated to the MS-13 gang over there in El Salvador, if you have any tattoos that look like anything suspicious, you're getting locked up.
Well, they call that kicking the ball down the road. I agree. Yeah, all them suspicious ass tattoos you done went and got it. Yeah, get them too. It's called kicking the ball down the road. We'll let the court sort it out. That's why the police just make the arrest, nigga. Whether you now just make the arrest. We'll let the court sort it out. Kick the ball down the road is what they call it. We need to start kicking the ball down the road. We are in dire need of it.
In my 46 years of age,
You're old as fuck.
I can tell you I've witnessed American street gangs do
absolutely nothing
positive for the black community, and Charleston White can rattle off at least 5 reasons why off the top of his head.
Gangs don't build. Gangs don't manufacture anything that helps their community. Gangs don't create youth programs. Gangs don't create scholarship programs. Gangs don't have burial funds. Gangs don't have a treasury. What good are these gangs?
The actions of this current generation of American gangsters proves to me that
There is no honor among thieves in the first place.
because even Ice-T, who just so happens to be an original gangster, must be granted permission to visit his old neighborhood these days by niggas who's more than half his age.
What kind of shit is that?
For those of you who've seen the critically acclaimed HBO series The Wire, even though Bodie was just a fictional character, I believe that his very realistic arc on the show was proof that gangs don't give a fuck about its gangsters.
I've been out there since I was 13. I ain't never fucked up a count, never stole off a package, never did some shit that I wasn't told to do. I've been straight up.
He ain't lying.
But what come back? You think if I get jammed up on some shit, they'd be like, all right, yeah, Vody been there. Vody hang tough. We got his pay lawyer. We got a bail. They want me to stand with him, right? Where the fuck they at when they supposed to be standing by us? I mean, when shit goes bad and it's hell to pay, where they at? This game is rigged, man. We like them little bitches on the chessboard.
Pawns.
I can't believe we're living in the greatest communication age in the history of mankind, but instead of using our voices to solve a problem that's plagued our fellow Americans for over a half a century, we use those same voices to make fun of the problem and profit off of it.
How the fuck does that work?
It's like living a couple of houses down from a woman who's been getting beat up by her husband every single day for decades and the whole neighborhood knows it. But instead of calling the cops on her behalf, you start a podcast so you can get paid for making fun of her for choosing to stay with that abusive nigga.
These niggas shoot up old women's houses by accident. They hit innocent kids. They killing the women. They bite women's eyes out. Nigga, they beating up. Man, come on, homie. They need to kick these niggas' ass down the road, my nigga. Cause they don't seem to do all that when they go to prison. You don't hear about a bunch of niggas fighting and having prison riots in prison. For the most part, them niggas trying to have a good day and get along and pick on somebody weaker than them.
People think civilians who live under such
Terrible
conditions as those who reside in the ghettos of Niggerville, USA can just call the cops and the gangsters will just magically disappear.
Wrong.
What these people fail to realize is if those civilians call the cops,
There's gonna be consequences and repercussions.
because snitches get stitches no matter what race or color you are. If you don't believe me, just ask Pablo Escobar.
Oh, this man. He was full of courage.
Informant?
Sí, una rata. He could have run, fled the country, gone to the police, but then his wife, his children, his parents, his friends, many people would die.
Oh, wanna be op-ass nigga?
I believe our government's been contemplating mass incarceration this entire time because if they weren't, they wouldn't have built so many correctional facilities across this country in the past decade. I also believe the only reason holding our government back from exercising this option is the reaction we all know liberals are gonna have towards the proposal in public.
That's a racist.
That was racist.
Yeah, that's racist.
Oh, that is racist.
I think it's safe to say that the majority of black Americans currently living in this country would never allow anything like this to happen because too many black leaders and influencers profit from all of the violence gangsters create.
Some got to clean us up because it don't look like we even have the hearts nor the desires to clean our communities up. We've given up and we think this is normal. We think this is okay for black people to be in this mindset. Not the conditions, because we are in way better conditions than our ancestors before us. But for us to have this mindset, my nigga, yeah, we either got to be killed or re-enslaved. I believe that with all my heart.
So with that being said, I'd like to propose that we, the American people, regardless of race or ethnicity, all sign an online petition to propose a bill to Congress to mass incarcerate all gang members with murder records.
I agree. I hope that I could meet a politician that need a black voice like mine to help push a new crime bill, just like they needed the black Democratic caucus to join in and help them get that bitch pushed again. We need it, my nigga. Or else we gonna keep seeing babies die by the hands of babies and grown folks justify why they dying.
If Shannon Sharp can get over 50 million views in 1 week on YouTube because Cat Williams exposed a bunch of joke stealing, then the American people should have no problems getting at least 30 million signatures on an online petition to bring an end to gangs in America in about the same amount of time.
Right.
What I'm saying is, if most of us believe black people, who only make up 15% of the American population by the way, are the source of 100% of the problems in this country, then I say get rid of these gangsters because they're clearly the bad apples that are spoiling the bunch.
Yeah.
But what I'm not gonna do is have this conversation with this guy about it in traffic just because he thinks the driver of the car I'm in's playing his music too loud.
Why?
Because I feel like I should not have to answer to random strangers for the actions of other strangers who happen to share my skin complexion, and neither should anyone else.
Know what I'm saying?
I refuse to put myself or anyone else in a situation where I feel I must prove to some random white guy that I'm not a Black Lives Matter activist.
No, wait, that's not it.
I mean a domestic terrorist.
No, Oh, damn it, that's not it either.
Oh, my bad. These days, I mean a criminal opportunist who hates white people and wants to destroy America
By any means necessary.
While I can admit that I do agree with some of the things he said in the video, I still believe no one should be put in a situation where they must feel the need to validate the claims of others on race while sitting in separate cars. Even if the white guy agreed with me, it's not like we're gonna trade contact information and start going to town hall meetings together. What's really gonna happen is I'm gonna tell him I think the government needs to lock them niggas the fuck up, and he's gonna agree with me. Then he's gonna give me some backhanded compliment that I'm gonna interpret as him basically telling me,
"You're a good nigga, you're a good nigga."
And then he's gonna drive the fuck off and do
Absolutely nothing
to help solve the problem.
And you know this, man.
I don't know how to start an online petition,
because you're a dumbass.
but I'm pretty sure someone who might watch this does. So if you do know how to start one, can you leave instructions on how to do so in the comment section below?
Please, please.
I'm also confident that I'm gonna get more dislikes and lose even more subscribers for sharing my very unpopular opinion on this American race problem, but
I don't care. I don't care.
because I will continue to share what's truly in my heart in every video I make about anything else I choose to talk about moving forward on my YouTube journey.
And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
You got a problem with that, you can go fuck yourself.
And that's all I have to say about that.
If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, please subscribe, and tell me what you think in the comment section below.
Peace. I'm Audi 5000.
Those who wish to follow me, I welcome with my hand. Thank you for being a friend.
And those are my thoughts for this video. But then again, what do I know? I'm just an old crippled bastard. Ooh, 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 ooh. I ain't too proud to beg for your money, so like, share, and subscribe.